Good morning, sixth graders. If you are reading this, congratulations. You are part of a very exciting book club. I'm going to explain in this video basically how everything is going to work for you for the next few weeks. So make sure that you pay close attention, jot down important things as I say them, and then you'll get ready once ELA class starts after advisory to know exactly what you need to do. So up here is the two different groups that are going to happen in Spell House. Make sure you know from your teacher where you're going to be. But we are reading a book called Boy 21. So here's how this is going to work. ELA class, you guys are totally independently going to be going into your hallway or science lab or whatever that own space is and doing classwork together without the teacher. Then after ELA class, your teacher is going to flip through your work, make sure you're in a good place. And then during social studies, you and your book club group are going to meet with your teacher small group to conference a little bit about what you just did. But most of the learning and all of the reading and work completion is going to happen totally on your own in the hallway or in the science lab. So here's some important norms. I will work my hardest at all times. I know that my ability to critically think and problem solve with my classmates is an important seventh grade skill. Go ahead and underline or annotate any important things to know from this first norm. Okay, now go ahead and read the next three on your own. Make sure that you underline or annotate any important things. Awesome. Once you have read all three, go ahead and sign your name somewhere here, right here in the corner that shows that you are agreeing to these norms. So right now, it's important to also realize that you are going to have different rules, roles, and jobs. If you are in Tuskegee or Howard, make sure that you get your role from your teacher. If you are in Spellhouse, these are your roles. So just make sure you go ahead. Spellhouse, Kobe, Robert, and Nation are this one. Trinity and Jalen are this one. Ayana and Jaquan are this one. Read it very, very carefully. Annotate for important parts of whatever your job is, and then flip the page. Okay, awesome. So here's what this is going to look like. Actually, flip a few pages in. I'm sorry. Go to page 9 in your packet. This is what tells you every single day which day it is, and then up here on the right is what you have to read that day. So today is really just going to be reading the preface. And then in the box right below gives you your specific task or questions that you need to answer. So as you go through and flip through your packet, you'll notice it says the day, your reading, and then a bunch of questions for you to answer. So if you are the diligence person in your group, I know that's Trinity and I think Nation, here's how this will work. You need to make sure that as you're reading, you stop as a group whenever there's a question coming up. So for example, tomorrow, you guys are chapter 1, you'll read pages 1 through 15, and Trinity, you'll make sure you know there's a question on page 15. So you stop, read the question as the group, make sure you answer it together, and then once it's done, you move on and finish. So this is making sure that you answer the questions as you read instead of just finishing the reading for the day and then going back. Let me know afterwards if that doesn't make sense. So the timekeeper, you need to make sure that you guys are done before the last 10 minutes of class, because the last 10 minutes shouldn't be spent on the reading together and then answering the questions. It should be spent filling in these charts and trackers that you're going to be updating every single day when you read. Go ahead and read what the character tracker is, and then also read what the prediction or foreshadowing part is. Unpause when you are done. Good. So this is what you guys are going to be filling in after every single day when you read. So whenever you have a new detail to add about a character, you're going to type it in. And then when it's the next day, you'll just sort of draw a little line and then add something below it. You won't have something every single day to write about every single character, but just make sure after our daily reading, we spend those 10 minutes to check in and see if you have anything new to add. So if you flip all the way to the end as well, or sorry, not all the way to the end, go ahead and flip to page 30. Sorry, book club guys. Page 30. This is a place where you guys have a journal and a free response section to draw, write, make whatever you want if there's something that really stuck out to you. During ELA class is not the time to do this, but if there's another point in the day where it's independently reading or lunch or something like that and something really stuck out to you, I want you to journal those things down here. So you'll write the page numbers of whatever part of the text jumped out, and you can write a poem, make a graphic novel, write a letter to a character, just jot down your feelings, anything that you think. Here's some sentence starters you can say. In response to the events on page blank, I think, I feel, I wonder, I hope, or whatever, or I connect to blank because. So that's what these are here for. This will look different for all of you guys. I just want you to fill it out. So once ELA class starts today, you will go into your assigned space. Make sure you have your role in mind. And then you will read, let's see, what is your day one task? It's day one. You will read just the preface. You can sit in a circle. Everyone take turns reading. You guys can figure that out. There's actually no questions for today. You'll just do the task right here to get in the hang of filling out those charts at the end. If you are done early, then just make sure that you either independently read out there, continue talking about your text, or you represent your class well in the hallway. But basically the way that every day is going to work is you guys go to your space. You start off by reading as a group, and the diligence person stops you as every question comes up. Cool. Can't wait for you guys to get started.